There's currency games here, and today we're going to do our usual weekly review and our outlook for next week. So this week we didn't take any trades again. An FP week, don't need to force anything. There was one trade I was stalking earlier on in the week in Eurgbp, but we didn't manage to get into it, so it's just one of those weeks, to be fair. Well, hopefully this week provides us with a few opportunities that we can capitalize on. So Eurusd, we haven't been looking at this pair too tough for a few weeks, but this week I feel like it's going to be quite interesting. We've been talking about this weekly area here, and we can finally see you've got some sort of nice rejection off that area here. Now, the next weekly level we should be looking at is between this low and this the wick of this candle here and the wick of this candle here. You see there's a gap, fair value gap inside there, and also order block here on the weekly time frame. But when you go down to a daily, you can get more of a nice refined area. So even though the weekly fair value gap starts from here, ideally I would want to see price reach all the way down to the breaker zone here, the breaker block here. So we could see quite a bit of downwards action on Eurusd up until this breaker zone here. On the H12, you can see again we've broken down quite nicely again, and you can still see here this zone here is looking quite nice. So from exactly where this line is where I'm hoping price or expecting price will reach. Hope is in the right word, you gotta expect. And the reason I have this marked out here is because that's the next daily low here as well, and I'll be interested to see if we break market structure here or raid it. Going to the H4, you can see from where this line is, there's quite a good distance and a quite good amount of pips we could make, considering we should expect a retracement on the H4. So you expect the H4 to possibly retrace back up, possibly to premium where this order block is, to then continue downwards, hopefully down towards this level here. Okay, I will need to see the H4 make a low here, hopefully, so I can expect a retracement up here, but it just depends where this H4 makes a low, because it could just keep on sinking all the way down to here. I doubt it will, but it could do that. Now if the H4 creates a low here, that would be beautiful for me, because we've made equal lows with this low and this low, and we can then expect a retracement back into H4 premium to go into discount. But at the moment my bias is bearish, and I'm expecting price to reach where this line is here. Let me just put a symbol there so it's clear. That's what I'm expecting price to be reaching. So Eurusd finally is looking a bit cleaner. You can see all of this consolidation, we just waited, sat out, and then look, as soon as we hit that weekly objective up here, look how price cleanly breaks down and starts to do what it needs to do. Eurgbp now, again on the week, I'm quite surprised we went bullish last week. I was expecting more of a retracement down this week for value gap, but it is what it is, one of those things. Now we have this weekly order block here we can expect to hold. Now what's interesting is where that weekly order block is here, we also have a daily fair value gap in line in here as well, so that's multiple time frame confluence we're having there. Okay, the only thing is when we go down past the daily, things get a bit more blurry. So when we go down to the H4, you can see the H4 isn't looking as clean. We still have that H4 FVG, but H4 structure is not the cleanest. So I'm probably waiting on the daily to get a bit more confirmation. I do want to see if the daily tops out here and stops expanding, probably makes a fractal high, and then we can expect probably a little retracement down to this fair value gap here. But again, I just need to see how this daily honestly this daily range top out and then create a high up here, fractal high. Just spot my long-term bias at the moment for Eurogp is going to be bullish, considering we have this weekly order block here, and inside that weekly order block also have a daily fair value gap. Very clean stuff. So this zone here should hold quite nicely for more bullish prices, so we could expect a retracement down here and then a move up. Okay, but we just need to see this daily like a daily fractal get played, so we know this structure is in play. Does that make sense? But again, for the H4, I would like to see more cleaner, like much cleaner H4 structure at the moment, because the structure in H4 is not the cleanest in my opinion, especially when we go from this low upwards, just a bit back and forth. But yeah, that's all for this week, guys. Please like and subscribe if you want to see more outlooks, and we will see you again on Monday.